The question is, what makes a woman happy in marriage? And every time this question comes up, either because people are asking me or the like, I say one thing, and that's what I'm going to share with you in this video. So many times, marriage can look complicated, can feel complicated, can actually become the greatest burden in one's life, depending on the perspective that you're looking at it and your understanding of what it is about. Okay, without having to go into scriptures and into philosophy about what marriage is, look at it this way. We are all born single, right? At a point in your life where you decide to do marriage, it's more like you're deciding to do something that is not the status quo, right? So it's you taking an extra responsibility to say, I want to build something larger than myself. I want to multiply myself, right? So you're creating a family. You're going to have children, and you're bringing somebody's daughter into your life, into your family. Remember, when you're bringing the person as well, you're bringing the person not just to yourself, but into your siblings and the parents and the in-laws, or rather your in-laws or your family members. And that's such a huge phenomenon, if you ask me. I think that marriage is one of the biggest phenomenon ever in human life, in human behavior. And that is not something you can do off the cuff, or by, oh, I like her, and then you take her home. No, I'm very concerned about the breakage in marriages, how people talk about marriage, the constant gender war that we experience everywhere, even on social media, and that sucks, right? Simple. How do you make a woman happy in marriage? Simple. When you, as a man, understand what marriage is, you will know that marriage is about sharing yourself with your wife. Let me explain this. Everybody says, "Oh yeah, we have children. We are having sex. We are doing this. We are doing that. We're sharing bills." That's not the kind of sharing I mean, actually, even though that's part of it. But we focus so much on the materialistic aspect. Oh, I'm providing. We are sharing bills. We are doing this. We are doing everything to make the children happy. What about the woman? What about yourself? Right? I ask this question all the time. Why do some people get married to remain single? Like, you went out there, got married, then you still live your life like when you were single. Doesn't make sense. There's no need getting into a marriage if you don't want to understand what marriage is and share of the blessing that comes with it. Why will you be still struggling alone? Why will you still be struggling alone financially, emotionally, socially, emotionally, spiritually, all of the shally, lally, lally, and you're married? But that's what a lot of people are doing. I'm sure some people will be looking at, like, are people doing that? But that's why marriages are breaking like crackers everywhere. It's crazy. Share yourself with your woman if you want to make her happy. And by that I mean, don't shut her out of any part of your life. So you see men who keep secrets, who turn their phones upside down, who still go visit their exes, who are still, turned around by everything, passing in skirts and tights and everything. You are not ready. And this is not the year to begin to do those childish, boyish behaviors. Trust me, the times have changed, including your wife. So if you want to make her happy, make sure that you plan with her. Have immersive conversations with her. Plan with her. Let her know your social circle. Tell her your deepest fears. Tell her your deepest desires. Tell her everything. That's why you're married. If you can't get to that level of vulnerability, accountability, commitment, guy, remain single. That's your default. That's all of our default, right? Don't take on something that will become a burden to you. Don't. Don't. Share your life with your wife. It's not just about money. A lot of men are so stuck up on this money thing that it has derailed them entirely from the purpose of marriage. Women are earning more these days, even depending on where you're looking at. So why do you make yourself your significance and relevance in your home only about money? Then some African men in particular even shut their women down, and I think in the Caribbean as well, we have some of these things where they go feeling like if she starts earning, if she starts, expressing her ambitions and the things she wants to do or be, then she's competing with the man. But she's a whole human first before she got married to you. So she's supposed to become exponentially bigger because she's married to you, and not smaller and not shut down. Is very important. And even for you, if you're listening to me and probably you are separated from your wife or you are even divorced, but you know deep down in your heart that divorce must not always be final. There are certain things that you need to do by carrying your wife along. Number one is to start having a conversation, deep conversation, not the peripheries, not the, oh, okay, no, let's not talk about that. Oh, let's not dig into that. Exactly how you feel. Unburden yourself to this woman you said you love. Be vulnerable. For some men, it's very difficult because that might not be something you have learned growing up, but you need to learn it. Marriage is here to make your life easier, not harder or complicated. Yes, not harder or complicated. Until you learn to open up about who you truly are by being in touch with yourself, by growing your emotional being to match with your age, your personality, you will keep feeling this connection that you feel from your soul. A lot of men are in that place where in their bodily personality they feel so disconnected from their real core. So you want to do this, you feel this, you need love, but you can't express and even accept love. For instance, you have something to celebrate your birthday because you have held yourself back and said, "Oh me, why should a man be celebrating all of those things that we tell ourselves?" You have held yourself back from being celebrated. So you have seen yourself at less. In fact, most men see themselves as like donkeys, animals that are just walking to please women, to please other people aside themselves. They won't even take a thank you. They won't even receive a, oh, you're doing well. They just, oh, no, it's nothing. It's something. You are good at something and you are totally being appreciated. Savour it. Learn to accept the love when you don't shut yourself out. These are some things I'm pointing out that actually make a lot of men shut themselves out of their marriage, shut themselves down when it comes to their wives. You have to learn to indulge in a great conversation, heartfelt conversation at every point. Check out a man who is open, who has no secrets, who shares everything with his wife. That man is a happy man. That man is healthier. That man is more successful. Check it. I know you might know one or two couples around you who totally share everything. And if you're somebody who is saying, "Oh, she's talking to me," I'm sure you have wondered sometimes, how do this couple go about? How did they get to this level where the relationship is so mature, so emotionally stable? That's the beginning. Have a great conversation. Practice having great conversation. Conversations are great when you make time to listen attentively to your partner. Don't listen to respond. Listen to hear, to provide support. And then express yourself vulnerably without holding back, without trying to sugarcoat it, without trying to boast, without trying to make to give instructions. That's one way to start. If you don't want to shut yourself out of your own relationship with your wife, to get her, part of it is also to make her feel special. You married this wife, so you know the things that really tickle her. You know the things that speak to her girlishness. Do it for her. And trust me, usually they're not the big things. They're not the big things. They're just little things. It might be a handwritten note. It might just be a text message at work. It might just be, babysitting when it's your turn. Make it your turn to babysit your child. It might just be, oh, baby, I love your hair. Noticing that she has a new hair. Going with her to make this hair is in the little things. Show that you love her even in public. Show that she's the most important woman in your life. Say it, express it, no matter who is with you. Parents, friends, public. Make her the queen of your life that she is indeed. Make it practical. And yes, it will take some practicing for some people to do. Practice it. Practice it. Start from home. Yeah. Don't shut yourself out of your own marriage. Make your wife happy with this simple formula. Yeah. I really think that this is the year not to play pretend. This is the year not to allow your marriage go down the drain. This is the year to put in quality and value into your relationship with any woman. And if this time your wife, it's time to step things up, guy. It's time. Check it out. So sometimes people come to me and ask questions, but if you have questions, you can drop in the comment section or send me an email and I'll answer your question anonymously using a video like this. Or you can book my one-on-one session as well and have me have private sessions with you where I can answer and coach you through whatever situation you are in your marriage that you really want to change, right? Until I come your way again, go make her happy. A happy wife is a happy home. A happy wife is a happy husband. You know how they say it. All right. Cheers. Have you liked this video yet? Please do that. Love thumbs up.